We're going to go from the diamond to the hardwood right now. The 8th-seed Chicago Bulls looking to pull off an upset of the 1-seeded Celtics in round 1 of the Eastern Conference playoffs. Bulls star Jimmy Butler says he's looking forward to the challenge of guarding Isaiah Thomas. Take a listen.
Not just me, it's going to be a team effort. I'm going to get beat at times, and I'm going to need guys to be there. If not, then we'll do it over and over again until somebody is there if I'm beat. But I look forward to that challenge. I want that. He's a big part to what they do, and we all know that. I think they know that. But you can't just take him out the game and think that you're going to win. Nah, because they got a lot of other really good players, role players that make shots, that create for others, that guard, that rebound, pass the ball. They got a really good team, and they're really good at what they do.
Scott Rude joining me here on 120 Sports. Scott, likely that Butler won't be matched up against Thomas the entire game, although Butler says that he wants to be. The Bulls and the Celtics split 4 meetings this season. What do you expect from this matchup, and what chances do you give the Bulls to upset the 1 seed?
It's happened once in the modern game. Dikembe Mutombo and the Nuggets pulled it off. Here's that soundbite, I think, has been the most enticing element of the preview of this 1-8 in the Eastern Conference. Isaiah Thomas provided offensive numbers that we hadn't seen from Boston since Larry Bird. You see the numbers. I do think that if Jimmy Butler is on him at all times, something's going to have to give. And what will be compromised more, the offense of Isaiah Thomas or the offense of Jimmy Butler? Because he'll be exerting far more doses of energy guarding one of the best offensive guys. I like this because this is fire against fire. You don't usually get to see this often in the first round of the NBA playoffs. You're seeing it in at least one series in each conference, certainly with the 3 and 6, with Houston and Oklahoma City, with Harden and Westbrook. But here, I think this obviously sends up the antenna for Boston, certainly with Brad Stevens. How are you going to do this? We're basically telling you from Chicago, yeah, you've won more games, but we question who your second offensive option is. Al Horford's offensive numbers have dropped since he signed a $30 million a year deal as the second option from Atlanta. And your 2 and 3 guards, you have a lot of wings, but none of them can create anything off their own. Jimmy Butler is a top 10 defender, ball defender, definitely, maybe a top 5 ball defender in all of the NBA. We're going to learn a lot about how good is Isaiah Thomas when an elite defender is on him for an entire series. I would love to see Jimmy Butler on him, like he's shadowing him for the entire series.
If Jimmy Butler is able to defend Isaiah Thomas, do you think that the Bulls will win this series?
I think this is whether or not this was Hoiberg, whether or not this was some type of volunteership or demand by Jimmy Butler. I think that I think this now has a larger dictation of who does win. I think Isaiah Thomas is one of the worst defenders in all of basketball, and they're going to be able to expose him more. His one trick is obvious, but can that one trick pony be corralled? I think that Jimmy Butler can make him look bad, and that I think his capacity is still going to be there, meaning he's going to put up 20 field goal attempts a game. If a 5'11" guy is exposed by one of your best ball defenders, I do think this series goes 6 games.
That's what you want in the playoffs.
Yeah,
right?
I think so. And in a way, even if it is Boston in 6, I think that's a success for Chicago, considering how weird March and April went for them.